today, and if Rivera does his job, they'll go back to 6 games on top. He's third in the American League, 31 saves, but he worked 2 innings yesterday and got the loss in Minnesota's 2-1 extra inning victory. Friday, a scoreless ninth for his 31st save of the season, second in as many games. He has blown 5 opportunities this year.
Well, you wonder how could he possibly come back and pitch tonight? Well, it's because he does it. He records those saves on very few pitches. This man has the best cut fastball in all of baseball. You'll see when he releases the baseball, a lot of movement from right to left, in on the hands of the left-handed hitter, certainly away from the right-handed hitter. And it's by design that he does not strike out many people. That takes too many pitches.
In a 1-run game, you look back to opportunities, and the Royals had a big one in the first inning.
Ball driven into the gap by Jermaine Dye. Look at Justice. Perfect to Jeter. Perfect to Posada. Perfect. And it had to be to get Mike Sweeney at home plate. And then once again, same scenario. Look at Justice cutting it off, setting himself, the strong throw. Now, all of a sudden, whoops, I wanted to send you. But when you see Jeter with the athleticism to go up and get that throw, come down, get set to go home, you got to put on the brakes.
First pitch strike to McCarty, who is 0 for 3, all against Pettit. Ortiz and then Fabulous, the scheduled third hitter. It's the bottom third of the Kansas City order. Rivera took over after John Wetland left following the '96 World Series MVP award for Texas. Has dominated a lot of people, including this Royals roster, and has his 4th straight year of 30+ saves since taking over the closer's job in '97. Pettit 7 1/3, charged with all 3 runs, 9 hits. Nelson 2 hits, but he got through the 8th. Now Rivera, who's ahead 1-2 of McCarty. Two game into the 5th. Yankees got a run. Another one in the 7th. Royals 1 in the 8th, but no more. Nelson closed the door at that point. The 1-2. Hitting high and tight, 2-2.
I wonder why Tony Muser wouldn't counter with a left-handed hitter against a right-handed closer. Well, most managers think a right-handed hitter has a better chance against that cut fastball of Rivera than the left-handed.
McCarty sends one to right center field, a leadoff single. Tying run aboard. Nobody out of the 9th against Rivera.
Well, you got to manufacture a run now. It's hard to get 3 singles off of Mariano Rivera during 1 inning. So you put some speed out there at first base. You think about a sacrifice. You think about a hit and run. All kinds of thoughts going through the mind of the Royals manager.
David McCarty has the Royals thinking about the possibility of the rare foiling of Rivera. Scott Pose replaces him to pinch run. And Ortiz singled his last time up. Lays down the bunt. It is fair, and he is retired on the sacrifice. He moves Pose, the tying run, to second. The 30-year-old rookie does the job and gets the congratulations he deserves.
Well, the young catcher for the Yankees wasn't real sure what to do there. He thought the ball might go foul, but as it slowed down as it got to the line, Posada said, hey, I can't wait any longer. I cannot give them a base hit on this. He picked it up right as it got to the line and was able to get the out at first base.
Carlos Fabulous 1 for 2 lifetime against Mariano Rivera. Strike 1. Top of the order, Damon. Hottest hitter in baseball. Second half of the season on deck. Fabulous has grounded second twice and lined into a 1-3 double play his last time up. A hard shot speared by Pettit. Ortiz doubled off after his single. 0-2. Torrey most disappointed yesterday in mental lapse by Rivera, which allowed Torrey Hunter to take second, and then eventually came around as the winning run. The hit by Denny Hawking of Minnesota. He throws him right back out there, and he is 1 out away of save number 32, a 3-pitch strikeout of Fabless.
Well, after McCarty waited on a ball out over the plate to hit to the opposite field, Mariano Rivera realized what the Royals were trying to do against him, and all 3 fastballs to Fabless on the inner half of the plate, not letting him do the same thing that McCarty did when he picked up the hit.
Rivera getting a very low fastball call, strike 3 there. Damon 2 for 11 lifetime against Rivera, takes a ball.
Watch the movement down and in of the fastball to the left-handed hitter from Rivera. If you're Johnny Damon, you've got to get something out over the plate that you can get the barrel of the bat on.
2-0. Out at third base. That's from John Shulock. And Damon did not go around.
He might not get anything to go around on.
Tying run at second base. Pinch runner Scott Pose. 3-0, working very carefully to Damon.
And why wouldn't you? We've mentioned the numbers all night. What a great hitter he has been. You got Ordaz on deck, possibly a pinch hitter for him. You're not going to get beat by Johnny Damon.
Wilson Delgado has come out of the deck circle. There's a strike, 3-1 to Damon.
Mariano threw 27 pitches yesterday in that loss, so you wonder just how many he has left in his arm tonight. Joe Torre's wondering that as well.
Walked him. Damon, the winning run at first with 2 outs in the ninth.
This is another big difference in these 2 ball clubs. When you look at their benches and the option that Tony Muser has, Delgado coming up here to pinch hit, and you look at the options that Joe Torre has. I mean, you got Jose Canseco. Won't be long. You'll have Chuck Knobloch, the veteran Jose Vizcaíno. And you got guys that are making $3-4 million a year. There's a difference.
First time ever for Delgado to face Rivera. The game on the line. Pinch runner Scott Pose at second. He ran for McCarty, who led the inning with a single. Damon at first after a walk. The 0-1 is chopped over Rivera. Coming on. No play for Soho. They're loaded.
Well, if the baseball game is going to end, this is what the crowd came to see. Mike Sweeney against Mariano Rivera. Tying run at third. Go ahead winning run at second base. And one of the best RBI guys in baseball all year at home plate.
How good does that feel for Delgado, who was a Yankee until coming over August 11th to Kansas City?
Who needs Jose Canseco?
Absolutely.
Not hit hard, but placed perfectly to get this crowd on their feet again.
Mike Sweeney is 4 for 4. Takes ball 1. .438 with a grand slam in his career. 1 for 6 lifetime against Rivera.
Grand slam yesterday by Mark Quinn for the Royals.
And it's strike twice. The 1-0 he teed off on, just under it back into the screen. 1-1. There's the tying run. Goes the pinch hitter. Winning run at second base. Damon. Sent there on the infield single by Delgado, the ex-Yankee.
Trouble all around for Mariano Rivera. He looks back at second and says, all right, I didn't want to let Johnny Damon tie the game up. I pitched around him. Right about now, he's probably wishing he would have pitched to Damon because he's got more trouble at home plate than number 29.
Red Sox won it. The Yankees blow this one. The lead is 5. 1-1 to Sweeney is foul back. And Rivera is a pitch away. Rivera has not been his unhittable 98-99 self this year. He has merely been one of the better closers in baseball, not the best.
Last year, only 2 hitters better in the American League with 2 strikes on him. That was Nomar Garciaparra and Bernie Williams. Mike Sweeney third last year in this spot with 2 strikes.
The 1-2 up the middle. Bellinger is there. Yankees win it. And Rivera shakes off yesterday's loss by erasing a bases-loaded 9th-inning threat. And the Yankees win the first of this 4-game series to stay 6 games on top in the American League East. He made it a thriller, but the Yankees hang on.
Well, Mariano Rivera is going to get the save. Andy Pettit's going to get the win. Sweeney hit the ball hard, but this game may have some repercussions if the Yankees are to continue into the postseason, play into late October in World Series, because they're expecting an awful lot out of their closer here in early September, something that Joe Torre has not had to do in the past. He's been able to pace Mariano Rivera and have him strong for the month of October. That may not be the case this year.